You know that awkward moment where you make a viral video for the BBC coming out publicly as non-binary when you were still figuring yourself out, and in fact, you're a man, and always have been. Well, that's what's happened to me, and it's been a very interesting experience, let's say. Initially, I was pretty scared. When I was starting to come to terms with it after I'd made that video, I felt pretty scared to tell anyone because I'd made it so public, I'd made it so huge that I'd come out as non-binary. I felt like I couldn't really back out of that. But I realised that was kind of stupid, because how can I back out of being myself? And yeah, I was confused then. I've been confused for a long time. I've been in denial of being a trans man for a long time. But when I think back to my childhood, my whole life, it's been clearly obvious. Even when I came out as non-binary, I always presented masculine. I was pretty much masculine in every respect other than I'm just flamboyant and queer, which doesn't take anything away from the fact that I am a man, but in my mind I didn't think I was man enough, and I think that's what was stopping me. But recently I have come to terms with it, and I have to say I'm the happiest I've been in a long time. I finally let go of a lot of anxieties and concerns, and I feel like I'm finally expressing myself in the way I want to. It's funny because when I was out as non-binary, people used to use male pronouns for me, and I used to love them, but I felt like it wasn't non-binary, so I was like, oh no, my pronouns are they, them. But at the same time, I actually quite liked male pronouns, even though they slightly scared me, because obviously it touched that nerve inside me going, you're a man and you know it. Which at that point, I wasn't really willing to listen to that voice. It was too scary. It was too scary for me to admit to myself that I was a guy. But I figured out that it's not scary, you know? And yeah, it took a while for me to figure this out, but I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I finally figured out that I'm a trans man. What I love as well is I recently came out on some of my social media and on my Instagram, and some people thought I was a cis guy. And that makes me so happy. I mean, it's so sweet that you guys see me that way, and that really helps my horrible dysphoria days where you guys are just like, oh, but you're just a guy, you know, you're just a cis guy. And that really lifts my spirits. It really does. Like, I feel so masculine, and it's great to hear that from you guys, so thank you. And I understand that this may come as a shock to some people and may not come as a shock, because some of you thought I was trans already, probably. People who hadn't seen my BBC video called Boy or Girl, which is still uploaded on the YouTube, I think, but it's absolutely swamped with hate messages, so I wouldn't go on there if you are trans or non-binary. It's very degrading to hear all those people say those horrible things. I'll be getting my first GIC appointment, Gender Identity Clinic appointment, this year, and I'm so excited. I actually phoned them up to check, and they said they'll be giving me my first date of the appointment in April, and that's just next month, and I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled, and I can't tell you the hype that I have right now for that. But I will be documenting my transition and progress on my channel, so be prepared for that. And I want my non-binary viewers to know that I'm always going to be here to support you. I'm always going to help you have more of a voice. You deserve respect, you deserve attention, you deserve to feel valid, you deserve to be recognised by the media, by everyone, by legal documents. You really deserve, as a non-binary person, to feel that your gender is valid, because it is. And it doesn't change anything. Just because I am not non-binary doesn't change anything from what I said in the video. It's all true, apart from the fact that I'm trans. That's it. And that's just because I was figuring myself out and I took longer than some people do. But that's okay. You can take as long as you like. You can be 90 and figure out you're trans, and it's not too late. You know, it's not who figures it out first. It's not a competition. It's not a race. It's just being yourself, and when you find yourself, you'll find inner peace, and you'll know it's right. I am so blessed to be surrounded by you beautiful, positive people, because when I released my Borgo video initially, I got horrendous hate, really horrible hate I had not expected ever to be given to me. But the thing that has turned it around is the fact that all of you guys that follow me and support me are so wonderful, and you make my day. You really do. And I just want you to know how important you are, and never think that your presence does nothing. It does so much. Especially for me, when you comment. I read everyone's comments, I always do. I read every single one. And they always just fill me with joy. Just thank you for being here. But there you have it. I'm trans and I'm proud and I can't wait for the future. See you soon.